All right, Tanya. All right, so this is the big day.
Yeah.
All right, and today we're going to do some profound things. With every challenge or every transformation that I go through when I've done this for 12,000 people, there always has to be a beginning, and there has to be an end. All right. But the beginning is the most important part, because without the beginning, if we do not understand where you are, who you are, where you're coming from, if we do not understand that today, there's no way that we can ever get you where you want to go. And the problem, not just with yourself, it's not really a problem. The challenge is that most people do not have any clue on where they are. They do not understand where they really are. And if they don't understand where they are, then ultimately what happens through time is that you're going to try to accomplish something, but you're going to guess and go out on all these different paths and take all these choices and ultimately not get what you want. Okay? Have you experienced this before? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you tried diets before?
Tons of times.
Tons of diets. And so you've gone up with weight, down with weight, up with weight.
Up and down, it's always the same.
Okay. And every time that you go up higher. Okay. So there's a reason for these things, okay? And the most important reason that I think to understand right off the bat is because the path that you were on was the wrong path. It's not the path for you. And everybody has a specific path.
Right.
But you don't know that path until A, you know where you are, and B, you know where you're going, okay? So if I ask you now, what is the main reason why you're doing this, what is your answer?
To lose weight, feel good.
To lose weight?
And feel good.
What does that mean?
Be happy. I don't know. I mean, everything is about to lose weight and feel good and be healthy, right? So that's what I'm trying to achieve.
Okay. All right. So I understand that, but I'm going to complicate that just a little bit by saying it's not about losing weight at all. And
No?
It can't be about losing weight. You cannot come in here and tell me that this is all about losing weight. Because if you tell me that you're going to come in here only to lose weight and in that weight loss you'll be happy, you're really mistaken. Because it's not what makes a person happy is losing weight. It's the journey and the self-discovery of finding out their own true self. It's in the accomplishment. It is in the feeling better. It's in the emotional state of going out and setting yourself out to do specific things and accomplishing those tasks. It's about looking in the mirror and liking what you see. Actually, not liking, loving what you see. And loving what you see has nothing to do about weight. It has to do about your own personal relationship with yourself. Weight is the end result. Weight is the gift. So when one develops value and self-value and self-respect and self-love and self-care, you'll always do the right things. You'll always take care of yourself the right way. And if you take care of yourself the right way, the result will always be what you want. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
You don't tell children that they're no good every day, or they become exactly what you tell them. All right? You have to establish a self-strength, the empowerment, that magic, that miracle inside of you, that amazing quality that you have. You have to develop that. You have to touch on that. And you have to find it and then bring it to the surface. And when you do that, then you'll do the right things. You'll feed your body right because you want to. You will exercise because you will need it, because it will make you feel better. You will do all the things for yourself because it makes you feel good. And all those things that you're doing because it makes you feel good, the result is going to be a different you.
Good.
You understand? Loving yourself every day, respecting yourself every day, caring for yourself every day will give you what you're looking for. We live in a culture, the last thing I'm going to say, we live in a culture that when we see the tree and the fruit is bad, we try to fix the fruit. You need to fix the roots. And when you fix the roots, the tree becomes much stronger. And from this tree being strong, the fruit is always great. The weight that you're looking at is just the fruit. But the real things, the real change that you are going to go on, and the journey that you're going to embark on right now is not about weight. It's about the self-discovery of love, self-respect, the care, the amazing things that everyone around you sees in you, but that you're failing to see yourself.
True.
You understand? So with that, what we're going to do is now just get down to basic business. We're going to find out specifics. What your weight is, what your body fat is, how much water you're holding, how much fat you're carrying. We're going to look at all of these things, what your basal metabolic rate is, the amount of calories that you need, all of these things. We're going to look at these numbers, just numbers. And we're going to see where you are at this moment in time. And from that, we're going to start the development of your specific roadmap or your path to success. I need to ask you a few questions. First of all, your age.
42.
Sorry?
42.
You should be proud of your age, okay? So 42, okay, fair enough. So now that you're 42 years old and we understand that, what I need to know is how tall you are, your height.
155 centimeters.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, now we look at bone structure. So this determines the human body and how that body is supposed to grow. You take your thumb and your middle finger and wrap it around your wrist bone like this, all right? Your middle finger, all right, so your small frame,
cool.
Okay, all right? So that says that in reality, underneath you is a small little package, all right, which we're going to bring out, okay? Now, are you exercising at all?
Walking.
You walk, how many times a week?
3 times.
And this is average for how long? How long have you been doing this for?
It's on and off.
We take that information and now I'm going to bring out this. Now this is an infrared body fat analyzer, okay? I'm going to ask you that you, first of all, take your jacket off and we're going to weigh you at this point, okay? So please take your jacket off, okay? And come on over here, okay? You need to unveil the before so that the after is much more of a transformation, all right? So have a stand on that and we'll get your weight, all right?
I don't like watching.
Your weight is 87 kilos, okay? All right, now what we need to determine is how much of that weight is fat weight, how much is water weight, and so on and so forth. All right, now I'm gonna get you to take your right arm, okay? I'm gonna get you to place it across the table, and I'm gonna do 2 readings, and I'm gonna get an average of both, okay? So I'm gonna get you to put your arm just like this, okay? Bring your arm down, perfect, okay? All right. It doesn't hurt, so don't worry.
It's all right.
All right, that's 1. And this is 2. Okay. So your body fat percent is 45.8%. Okay? It is what it is. Every time listen, people always struggle with this first part, but the nice thing about this is this is the last day you will ever be here.
Good.
All right, so that's the encouraging part because every day forward, now you know. All right, now you're being educated and the changes now are going to be, you know, obviously monumental, especially with the input that you put into this, okay? All right, so 45.8%. Now we're going to talk about this a little bit later, but off the top, I'm going to tell you that your lean, fat-free weight is 47.2 kilos. Your fat weight is 39.8 kilos. All right, and to put that into perspective, a block of butter, have you ever, blocks of butter that you can buy in the store? They're about 0.9 kilograms. That means 1 pound. You have 87.7 of them inside of you. All right, so that really kind of dictates or lets me know the kind of lifestyle that you've been living, okay? And we're going to change all of that. Don't worry. This is not something that can't happen. It's something that definitely will happen, okay? And your water percent is 43.8%, which kind of dictates as well that you're dehydrated, which is not a good thing. You need to be drinking much more water and releasing the toxins out of your system, okay? As I said, we will talk about this a little bit later. A big important thing to discuss is your BMI, which is your body mass index. And this kind of puts you in, it lets you know where you are as in risky or not risky with your weight. 36.2 puts you in essentially obesity 2. There's 3 categories of obesity, 1, 2, and 3. So this is something as well that needs to change. Something that you need to think about when you hear these numbers. Don't look at these numbers as like, oh my God, like what's wrong with me? I'm no good. Look at these numbers as in this. This is my motivation to change. Because your future of your life and the health of your life and the existence that you have, both mentally, physically, is all based on these numbers. It's based on these results. And if you really want a different future, then you need to do the work to get rid of this. Exactly. And this is easy and simple to do. It's just consistency and dedication. Now we're going to do 2 sets of measurements, okay? We're going to see how much fat has actually come through your body and through the skin, All right, because what fat does is it grows from the inside, and as it continues to grow and has no more room to stay inside of your body, it starts pushing up and through the top layer of muscle. And as it completely fills up, it will cover the layer between the muscle and the skin, so it will fill up this way.
Right.
Now, if we're seeing this, whatever we measure now, we're going to expect that is going down next month. So as we effectively create the right plan for you, your body fat is going to start to decrease, and these numbers are going to subside. And that means that every single month when we do this is your motivation as well, because you know you're moving in the right direction. Okay, so we're going to do that, and we're going to do measurements as well. Okay, so I'm going to need you to come back over here, and we're going to stand up, and we're going to do that. So the first thing we do is we do triceps. Turn yourself around this way. Okay, arm down and relax. Okay, sorry for the pinch, but we're going to have to grab. All right. All right, and your millimeters are 61 millimeters. Okay, now your bicep. That is 44 millimeters. Your tummy, we are at 105 millimeters. Okay.
Keep on getting higher.
Sorry.
They keep getting higher.
That's okay, turn yourself around. It's all good. All right. Arm down and nice and relaxed.
Whoa.
Okay, sorry, I'm pushing you, but. All right. And 73 millimeters. And that's it for that. Okay, now we just do measurements, okay? Now these are very simple tests, but what these tests are designed to do is this, is that if you follow this path, this plan that we're going to put you on, and for 1 month, when we see this next month, what's going to happen is those fat millimeters are going to go down.
Nice.
Okay, they will go down if you're following. And if they go down, we know you're losing fat, all right? If the measurements, say these measurements go up, all right? And the fat measurements go up, I know you're not following. So there's no way you can say to me,
no,
John,
they won't go up.
they'll go down, okay?
They'll go down.
And that's the idea, okay? So that's what we want to make sure, okay? Very simple but accurate. Head up, okay? All right, 13 3/4. All right, and 15 1/2. Go to your chest, arms up. And arms down. All right, 43 1/2. We're going to do waist. I need your belly button, because that's belly button right there. Okay, hand away. All right, 45. And turn to the side, I'll do your hips. Okay.
Can I turn?
That's fine. And 49. That concludes the measurements, okay? So now all we need to do is we'll take 4 pictures, okay? So that we have a reference point. The reason why I take pictures really, for the number one reason is this, is that women especially, even though they're changing, they don't seem to think that they're changing. True. They come in and they make these great changes, and they're very depressed and down, and they're ready to quit because they don't feel that they're changing. Pictures and numbers don't lie.